as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game. Second down, here's Garoppolo. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On the carry, it's Olawale. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Lutz puts this one through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope. The good things are in store here today.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. On now is the Packers punter. Adam Humphries deep to return. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division. Now a handoff as they run left side. And spins away. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Finding room at the 30. And now running right through it. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Running right, Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that guy should be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 41-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. To throw. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use
on is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. It's Patrick. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now check, Patriot. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Garoppolo now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Redskins haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Packers have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Packers take it early in the second. Here he'll look into the end zone, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. The lead grows to 4. Redskins with the ball late in the half. Smith's got the sack here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Still late stages of the second. Defense will get to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. Staying late in the half. Adams got the reception, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. The lead now at 8. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to FedEx Field for the start of the second half.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 60 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time. And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line? Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive back and try and push it across the end zone that way. Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his second touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum. See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post.
And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Green, 35.
They keep it on the ground. It's Olawale again. And he's got this one down to the 10. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question. They need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first.
And he coughed it up. And this is going to be Packer football. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets up the screen to Jones. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The give is to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now back to throw. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Patrick. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Lions have now taken the lead in that ball game. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The 4th in Buffalo, and it was the Jets that came away victorious there. Jamison Crowder, he had a touchdown reception to help the cause. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign.